Welcome back to my channel. Now this is going to be part 2 on why communicating is so hard. Get right back to business, right? So I left off on college. A lot of stuff happened during the time I went to the university. Was talked about community college. Now this is going to be about university, and I learned a lot of stuff. So let me just get started. Once I decided, okay, I'm going to transfer from community college to university. I was like, okay, I think I learned everything that I needed to learn. I know how to make friends. I know how to communicate and start off conversations. So I should be okay, right? I should be okay. I know what I have to do. Yeah. And this was like a year after quarantine. So I was like, okay, everything's gonna go back to normal. She'll be a-okay. So that, right. But no, let me tell you, it was part my fault, but part their fault too. I always like to find, we shouldn't really, but yeah. Once again, I was a transfer student. It was gonna be my second year, third year in the university. So I would be a junior. Yeah, I would be a junior. So once I went to university, I was a junior in college, and sadly, they didn't have a lot of good programs for transfer students. Cause by what I mean by that is that there was like a lot of disconnect with being able to create friendships with people from either my grade, people from my year. I'm gonna say people from my year, juniors themselves. Or because most of them pretty much, since they started off college there, most of them have already created friendships and really didn't want to talk to anyone else, if that makes sense. And I will be completely honest, it wasn't like technology university, so there are stereotypes, and I am gonna say most of them are completely true. There's like probably like one person, like the possibilities of people being extroverted and communicating and studying technology, studying a STEM job is very off-putting. Most of them are very, awkward. These are stereotypes that I've noticed. At least not everybody. I'm not saying everybody from there is in that box, but I am going to say the ones that I've encountered were very hard to talk to and very bad at communicating, if that makes sense. Which is completely understandable, and I don't give a fault because I was there, and I didn't take into account that other people would have been in the same situation as me, if that makes sense. But yeah, so most of them, it was hard because most of them didn't really want to communicate with anyone else since they already made their friends, and it was very much the only way for you to make, long-lasting friendships is joining clubs or that, college activities. But I was like, it was my junior year, it was university, and I was like, do I really want to start doing clubs and activities? Because I did it during school, wasn't a fan of it. I mean, yeah, it's fun and stuff, but I'm really not a fan of doing group things. Or even doing, I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. Like, that's very much an extroverted kind of, I don't, but I was like, I noticed that was the only way to create friendships or find people who have things in common was to go to activities and clubs that the school was doing or the university was doing. But I wasn't a fan of that, and I was like, I want to make friends during school, during classes, and didn't work out because most of them did already create long-lasting friendships during the first year, the first year in the university. And since I was a transfer there, and I noticed that like a lot of transfer students, because I did create friendships with transfer students, but a lot of them would say the same thing, where it was hard making college friends in the university because most of them already, so it was kind of hard. And I did try to join a sorority, wasn't my thing. I, I think I only lasted like a month. And I was just, no, I think I didn't like it. 'Cause once again, I don't want to do group things. I don't want to do hierarchies. I don't do that kind of stuff. I don't like it. I don't want to do it. So I was like, I'm just going to be wasting their time and I'm going to waste my time. So I was just going to get out. So yeah, it was hard making friends. And once again, it was kind of my fault because I didn't want to join activities or clubs. I wanted to meet people completely organic, I wanted to meet them during class or in the library or something like that. I just did not want to meet them in clubs or activities, which that was for. But it's so hard. I didn't want to do that one night thing. So I was like, this is probably not. I should probably take a, moment back and reevaluate everything. Like, what am I doing wrong? Because clearly, yeah, I was doing something wrong. There's still this, like, I wasn't able to connect with anyone. And I'm like, what's wrong? What's going on? I need to take a moment because, talking to people in class, even talking to professors, I did not, it was just hard. Even group projects I did in that college, since there was a lot of, like, STEM careers, specifically, there was a lot of, like, group projects because they were like, oh, you're going to be doing a lot of group projects on the specific job that you're doing, so you're just going to have to get used to it. So I was like, okay, I did a lot of group projects. Once again, I was enthusiastic because, I was like, oh, this will be my first, like, group project in the university, so it's going to be fun because it's going to be completely different where, like in school, you would always have that one person who did all the work, or you would always have that one person who did nothing, So, like, this is going to be different because everybody's here to study here. Everybody's, everybody made that choice to continue their education. So this is going to be fun. No, completely wrong. There were still people that were refusing to do one part of the job, or people were doing the complete job, or even people with anger issues, but completely honest. So yeah, that didn't work out. Group projects were complete awful. So I was just like, I need to take a moment back. I was like, what am I doing wrong? And I'm like, because I kept reevaluating. I'm like, okay, it took me 6 years to be able to, just start up a conversation, and it took me another 2 years to actually make long-lasting friendships, like actually, continue conversations to get to the point where friendships. And I'm like, I'm still not getting it. Like, it's been so many years. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Is it the way I'm talking? Is it the way I'm communicating? If people not able to understand me or something? And I'm like, you know what? I just need to take a moment out and be able to express what I'm thinking, how I'm saying it, and reevaluate everything. So that's what I was like, I'm just going to start YouTube. Because I did start recording myself because I wanted to see how I said things, how I talked to myself, I wanted to be able to, like, notice everything about what I'm doing and maybe just examining it. Talking to people in class wasn't working. And plus, being a transfer student was hard, and group projects were not it. So I was just like, probably my next journey is to just start a YouTube channel. Just start and see how I'm talking, because you're going to be editing this I'm going to be editing this for a while, so I'm going to be able to see, the way I'm talking and all of that, and be able to reevaluate everything. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now. I am reading some books. If y'all guys want me to recommend some, I will. I still recommend it right now. I have this one, which everybody knows, How to Win Friends and Influence People, by Dale Carnegie. Yeah. This one, they always recommend this. Always. So, there's that one. I also have Quiet, The Power of Introverts in the World That Can't Stop Talking. I also have this one because I feel like I shouldn't have to change myself to create long-lasting friendships, if that makes sense. It should be very much organic from both sides. So, hopefully, this gives you a somewhat perspective of what other people like me are struggling with. It is very much a video for me to see and reevaluate everything that I've been doing. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, please like, subscribe, and comment. And once again, if you have any advice, I would love to hear it. Anybody who's watching this video would love to hear it if you do have an advice. And if I do come up with anything from those books, I will be doing another video. Okay, I promise. Bye. Because this is a journey that I'm taking with you guys.